Hi, this is Jane, and I am working today with GreenBiz. You notice the pretty shirt, it's all clean. And today we're going to be talking about taking a soil sample. And the that you will be sending them is to the North Carolina Extension Service. We're going to talk about how to go about doing that and the reasons why. First of all, we're going to talk about actually collecting the sample. I have a container and I have a stainless steel trowel. You don't want to use something for digging that is going to contaminate your sample. So let's go, we're going to get the sample, and then we can talk a little further about what we're going to do with it. When I take my sample, I want to go down about 6 inches to get the sample. I will be doing this in about 4 to 5 different spots of the area that I'm going to be testing. So I'm going to get the soil, put it in a container. After I have taken the samples, I will be mixing them all together. So it doesn't matter if when you're testing a particular area, those samples get mixed up, because that's exactly how they want them to be in the box. The total amount of soil that you will need for your box is approximately 1 to 1.5 cups. But of course you'll probably be getting more soil than that to start with. And then of course you will be mixing it all together. Now, if you're sampling more than one area, we're just doing the one area, but if you're sampling more than one place in your yard, you will of course need to use different containers, and you will need to use different boxes to mix those samples. If you want to do your soil samplers, we do have sample boxes and the instruction sheet here at our store. You could also get them from the Extension Service. When the box is made up, it will look like this. And it tells you the directions on it. But it says that we need about, as I said, a cup to 1.5 cups. So we're going to put that into the little box. And then we're going to close it up. And it will tell you exactly how to get that over to where it's supposed to go. Now I will tell you, if you do a soil sample between April 1st and November 30th, every soil sample is free. However, if you do it between November 1st and March 31st, there is a $4 fee for each little box. You might be wondering, why do I need to take a soil sample? There's several reasons. Say for instance, you've just moved into a new house. You've got a brand new yard, and you want to know if you can grow such and such a plant in that yard. By sampling the soil, you'll be able to find out if the pH is right, you'll be able to find out if it needs more nutrients. There's all kinds of things that you can find out. Perhaps you've lived in your house for a while, and you want to find out if that soil still is good, or if you maybe need to add some lime or fertilizer to it. Another reason to sample your soil. Or perhaps that you have a place that is, I don't know, it's just a problem area. Things don't grow, and you don't know really why. Get a soil sample, and they might be able to tell you exactly what it is that you need to put into that area to help it so that your plants will grow better. Okay, farmers are probably sampling their soils right now. They will be checking not only for pH, they would also be checking to see if they need to add more chemicals, fertilizers, lime, whatever it is to their soil to help their crops grow. There are certain things that they will be testing when you send in that sample. For instance, it would be checking for phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, also some of your microchemicals, copper, which is why you can't use a copper tool because it can throw off your sample. It will check for sodium. It definitely will check for acid and the acidity of your soil. There are some plants that like higher acidity, some that like lower. And you want to be putting the correct plants in the correct acidic soil or changing that acidity. And you can do that if you find out just exactly what it is that your soil needs. There are other types of things that they can check for. Normally, however, it does say they do not check for diseases in the soil, and there are some other types of things that it will not check. On your little instruction sheet that they send you, or that you can receive here, all of those kind of questions are answered. Also, of course, you can always go online to the Extension Service, and all kinds of questions are answered online. Once again, If you decide that you would like to sample your soil, we have the equipment, the little boxes and the pamphlets here at Green Side Up, which is just across the street from Green Biz. And we would be glad to help you over at Green Side Up, and I'm sure Green Biz could help you too, with any questions that you would have. This is Jane, working with Green Biz today. Happy sampling.